I put my trust in you, and I trust in love. I put my trust in you, I put my trust in love. I put my trust in you, and I trust in love. I put my trust in you, I put my trust in love.
Hello, friends. My name is Dain Miller.
And I'm Niall Spain. And we're your fuck buddies.
We are a sex and dating advice podcast where we take your sticky, sexy situations and turn them into sexy, sticky situations.
Simply put, we find questions either online, roaming the internet, or from our wonderful listeners such as yourselves here tonight. You'll notice some piece of paper on the table in front of you. We are going to have three 30-minute sets. So in the 2 breaks, we will not only come around and say hello, we will pick up the papers if you got them. So if you have any questions, write them down. They'll be as anonymous as you want to be. And on top of that, you'll see a little QR code there. If you scan that, it'll go to our social media. If you take a picture, share it, tag us, tag Black Sheep, you'll be entered into a competition to win some shots for your table.
Yeah.
So please do that. Even if you don't want shots, we would appreciate the little share.
Also, if you are feeling particularly frisky, you can send in a screenshot of the text of your dating profile, and we will do a review, a critique, a
little critique,
an audit.
Yeah, we'll audit it for you. We don't need your pictures because we don't really want to delve into those. But if you got a particularly important picture, like that guy on a horse we got once, please send it in.
Yes, if you have a really wild picture that your profile hinges on, send it in because we'd like to see it.
2 of the top ones we've ever seen have both been men on horses, both one topless, one completely nude. So if you have you in a state of undress on a horse,
now I don't know if
maybe
we can,
don't. I don't know.
I was gonna say I don't know if we can solicit our audience for nudes immediately.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll
second
wait.
act.
We'll
maybe
wait till second act. Okay.
Once you guys get a couple drinks off Mel, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, once you win those free shots for the table, then we'll see.
And then we'll try to convince you to send us naked pictures of you.
Are you ready for a question?
Yeah, I'd love one.
Are you guys ready for a question? Okay, I'll take it. This is by ThrowRA Elisa X. I, 25-year-old female, have face blindness. My boyfriend, 24-year-old male, likes to test me. How do I make it clear this is not okay? Hey, sorry for posting this. If it's not okay, I can delete it. I've been with my boyfriend for almost a year now. I love him dearly, and he loves me too, I'm guessing. But there's one thing that's causing a lot of issues for us. I suffer from prosopagnosia/face blindness, which means it's really hard for me to recognize people's faces. I usually go by other characteristics to put a name to a person, like hairstyle, facial hair, marks, skin colors, accessories, etc. But it's still really tough. It's caused me severe anxiety and other mental health struggles. I'm lucky to have wonderful people around me, though, who are aware and try to help. They introduce themselves when we start talking, wear something they know I've linked to them, or whatever. Usually my boyfriend does this too, but sometimes he likes to test me, and it's incredibly stressful. He shaved his beard once. A few times he wore completely different styles of clothing, or changed his hairstyle, all without warning me. In those moments, he won't tell me who he is, or say someone else's name, just to see if I'll figure out it's him. He'll make jokes saying he'll try to switch with one of his friends and see if I stay loyal. I usually do realize it's him, but it causes me a lot of anxiety. We've had big fights on this. He says he's allowed to change his look. I'm not a cartoon character. I ask him to warn me.
I would argue currently right now, sir, you are.
Don't get me wrong, he cares about me, but I don't think that he gets how stressful it is. How do I make this clear? Brackets. We have a lot of great times together. There's just this bump.
This is, someone was like, wow. Yeah, that's correct. I think you have a very good opportunity, and I don't usually suggest retribution or revenge.
You kind of do, though.
I do actually a lot, quite frequently, don't I? Yeah. Well, I'm going to do it again.
Okay.
We've all seen that episode of The Office where Jim switches place and photos with
Dwight.
What's his name? Kim Park? Something Park? Kent? No, is it that one?
I trust them.
Yeah. The guy who played Kim Jong-un in the movie.
I have no idea which episode you were talking about.
There's an episode where Jim replaces himself with an Asian actor, and then he's like, no, this was always me, and they look at the picture and it's all replaced. You do this, you deep fake yourself, you find a friend who looks nothing like you, doesn't have anything to do with you, any similarities, and you or hire an actor to be like, you need to convince my boyfriend, you need to gaslight my boyfriend into thinking that you are me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right? Because he's essentially doing that to her.
Yeah, I'm thinking something different. I'm thinking he comes up.
Really? As eloquently as I just laid that plan out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking he comes up to you and he is in his, and this is fine. It doesn't matter who comes up to you because you're not going to be able to tell, right? If you don't know who somebody is immediately.
Sorry, it's Randall Park. It is Randall. Yes, that's it. We got there.
You fucking lied to us? Wow. When someone comes up to you that you don't know, it's probably a pretty safe bet at this point to guess it's your fucking boyfriend because everyone else is chill. So when he comes up and he's like, who am I? You guess he's someone else. And before he gets to be like, or whatever, you say, thank God you're here. I need to talk about my fucking boyfriend. And you be like, he doesn't realize how stressful this is to me. He's being such an asshole. I think I might break up with him. And then you get to be really honest. And if he's upset, you'd be like, well, shit, I didn't know it was you. Sorry.
And you could also be like, you do all those things,
Exactly.
though. You're literally doing it right now.
Exactly. It's kind of like when you're like, oh no, I sent you a fake text, wink, but you really wanted them to get the message.
Yeah,
That's that, but in person, and it's a really good retribution. That's what I said. That's my toxic advice for this.
Yes. I love it. I think it's great for us.
Or honestly, I do like your one. Like find someone, and it's going to be really hard to find someone who looks like you because you do have face blindness.
You don't get someone who looks
No,
like you.
I think
That's
it would
the
be
point.
really good if they did, though. I mean, like someone that actually fooled him into coming up and doing all this shit. And then if he tries to pull the really, you don't know it's me, you could be like, you were talking to this person, famed character actress, my lookalike.
Yeah. I really was hoping you were going to pull a name out.
There is that one they always reference in BoJack, but I couldn't remember. This time I know you're not lying, so thank you.
Redemption. You've
Yeah.
come back around. We like you. You're not going to get kicked out.
I was going to make so many jokes at your expense for the rest of this thing, and now I'm just going to look at you every now and then and nod.
Yeah. And just look for reassurance.
The weird sound isn't us.
That's not us.
The
That's the
speakers just
speakers.
rebel when we're not playing Pitbull.
It's true.
I do think we've solved it. No, just tell him he fucking sucks. Be like, yo, this isn't a joke. This isn't me doing whatever. Like, you're fucking around with a illness that I have or a condition that I have.
Yeah.
It sucks. I don't like it. If you were a good partner, you would be cognizant of that.
It would
And,
be like if this dude was lactose intolerant and you were just slipping milk into his fucking, like, every meal. And we were just like, oh, I just wanted to see if you'd shit your pants.
Yeah.
Like, it sucks.
It's exactly that. Now, is he lactose intolerant?
Maybe.
Because we've got more retribution.
Yeah. Or you can, like just phrase it. I find that giving examples tends to really help. And I think an example of being like, if, every week I sent a fake text pretending I was like booty calling a person and being like, oops, I sent that by accident. It doesn't mean anything, but it's annoying and shitty to do to someone.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, would you be okay if every week I pretended to like sext a stranger and then be like, oops, sorry, that was meant for your brother. Like, it would be, you're just like, okay, sure, you got me again, I guess.
Yeah.
And like, I don't think anyone who is capable of empathy or logical thought would be like, okay, I see what you're doing here and I will hopefully stop. And if they don't stop sort of manipulating your condition, then you can just be like, hey, you don't care about me. Because it always blows my mind when people like have that sort of knee-jerk defense of being like,
Oh, he loves me, though.
yeah, my partner constantly causes me to be incredibly anxious and stressed and feeling terrible about myself, but he does love me.
Especially when, like, she starts by being like, he loves me, I'm guessing. It's like, well,
Yeah. If you have to clarify whether or not your partner cares about you by being like, I think, then perhaps you need to reevaluate your relationship. And I think that's what you need to do in this case. Be like, hey, if you don't stop doing this, I can't continue to date you.
Yeah. Just be like, hey, what the fuck are you trying to prove? Be like, do you not believe me? Because if you don't trust me, we can't date.
Yeah.
If
that's
there's
the thing,
something
it's
else, if you just think it's funny to fucking prey on my, like, disorder, also fuck you.
also bad.
Like, there's no good way, but just, like, set it up, be like, hey, what are you doing? What are you trying to prove? And he won't have an answer. And
yeah.
if he does, it's probably going to be really shitty.
It's going to be really bad. And that's when you say, I'm out.
Yeah.
Bye. And the nice thing is, it doesn't even matter if you run into him in public, because you won't know it's him.
That's the best thing. If you guys break up, no awkwardness.
There's literally no concern being like, but we run in the same social circles. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is a question that got sent in.
You know that would be the one time he does start wearing the same thing?
Yeah.
What a dick.
I hate this guy. Fuck this guy. This question got sent in last show, but we didn't have time to do it, or maybe even the show before. So I'm doing it now.
Okay.
And you can't stop me. I don't have a name for this. I'm going to call this... No, I don't know.
Were you looking at our business card trying to come up with a name?
Yeah, I was.
Agent Fuck Buddies
and
it is.
And it wasn't working. I've been hooking up with a chick for over 4 months now. However, I'm not sure what to do right now. We've been casual and mostly just sex. We've done a few out-of-bedroom dates, but for the most part, it's just booty calls. The sex is really good. We...
How many O's?
6, 7.
Damn.
There is a typo here, so I'm not really sure what they're trying to say. They goof around a lot during sex, joke, laugh, and it's a really fun time. But last time I saw her, she got really mad at me. She told me that she's not going to keep seeing me if I keep making dumb faces at her the whole time we're fucking, especially right when I come. Problem is, I'm not. I guess that's just my face. How can I fix my O face?
Oh, no. Oh, well, last time we had sex gloves. This time maybe sex mask.
Yeah.
You know? Like a little dramatis personae mask, the Greek theater masks. You get to pick, are you going to be happy fucking this time? Are you going to be sad fucking? Maybe angry.
Yeah.
Maybe just a blank one and give her a pen. She could draw the expression on for you.
Yeah. She can really decide what she wants.
Exactly.
Because do you want me to be aggressive?
Yeah.
Right? Little angry eyebrows.
And like if
on
too
you?
much, she just
Yeah.
Did you tell her I need to know, did you tell her that you weren't putting faces on? I also may need to see your orgasm face. I'm sorry. I need to know, like, what are you pulling out?
I mean, the simple solution in this case.
Doggy
style.
Yeah.
Right? Just don't be facing them when you come. Now, that does, I guess, pose a little bit of a problem for intimacy issues if you want to be in certain positions. But it does also say, like, during
or
as
just
well.
Every time you're about to come, you say, what was that? And you look around. It's going to be real creepy after a while. They're going to think their place is haunted. But,
for sure.
But, damn, I need to see that face, though.
I would love to know the face. Because
none of them are great. I assume mine's not great.
O faces.
Yeah. No, just faces in general.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like-
I look at them and it's just a blank smear.
Yeah.
Do I have face blindness?
I think you do, man.
Shit.
I think we figured
Oh my
this out.
God, we just found this person the perfect partner.
Oh, shit.
She can't see your weird ass faces.
Yeah. I don't know if that's how it works. I don't
know. I honestly don't know.
I think they can't
Okay,
remember faces. I don't
she
think,
won't know it's you doing the weird ass faces.
Yeah. Look, you just gotta. This is one of those fun conversations. If she's cool, joking around and goofing around in bed, I think
It's pretty hypocritical to be like, I can goof, but no, you can't.
Or even like, this is the goof where I draw the line. Unfortunately, it's not a goof. It
It's
is
your
face.
Yeah.
I think at that point in time, you just kind of have to, like, you're casual, you're fun. There's really no stakes of being like, look, this kind of sucks to say, but like, I'm not making faces at you when we fuck. I think that's just kind of how I look.
Yeah.
And hopefully she will find it A, funny, and B, apologetic. Right? Because
I think there is a difference if you think someone is fucking with you versus if you just know that that's their face.
That's just what they do.
That's just what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever hooked up with someone that's had a strange O face?
Not to a degree that is popping out at me right now, so no. What about you? Oh, no.
Yeah.
What'd they do?
It got to the point where, like, it took me a while to get desensitized to it because a lot of the time it looked pained. And you know what I mean? And you had to kind of just be like, are you okay? Like, are you doing all right? And it was just like, Well, now I got to get back on the fucking hill and start climbing again. Stop asking me. So it took a while for me to like kind of get over that, but like, you know, it's that sort of knee-jerk gut feeling of being like, oh, I got to check in with you right now. Like something isn't okay.
And that's just what you want when you're about to come, is someone thinking you're in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, I
have the conversation. They seem cool. They seem cool up until this very specific moment of them not being cool. But like, I gotta see that face though.
I would love to see the face,
because it's hard to give advice if your face is just wild. Like maybe I'm like, I get it. I get why she thinks you're fucking with her.
Yeah.
But also, it can't be that bad if it's been how long?
That's the thing. Like, you guys have been hooking up for 4 months or something like that. Like, it's obviously the sex is better than the quality of your face. Right?
Can we get that on a fucking t-shirt?
I think in terms of math, I think that's pretty good.
The math checks out.
The math checks out.
Yeah.
So I think you just kind of have to be like, look,
that's my face.
It's either this dick or this face. Wait, no. Yes?
It's either this dick and this face.
Yes. It's a package deal.
Yeah. Or just eternal doggy style, no mirrors.
No mirrors.
No mirrors. No reverse camera selfies.
Maybe this is her transition into being... Maybe she's like, this is her weird negging way to admit that she's a furry. Right?
Oh,
because she's
like,
going to be
you
like,
gotta put a mask on. Hold on, I got one. And it's a giant like wolf head. And you're like, wait,
oh, the
you
face.
Just have that?
The face is so bad. Let me just see what I got in my closet.
And then she's like, wait, that looks weird. You gotta put the whole suit on.
Yeah, we're going to need it looks weird because the gray fur of the wolf mask doesn't match.
Luscious gray, romantic, handsome fur.
Maybe that's just what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could be happening though. Don't worry about it. You can't change your face. And maybe you can.
Maybe you can. Maybe look deep inside yourself. And by that I mean jerk off in front of a mirror and see, what do you do? Are you doing something batshit?
That would be...
Like, if you are, maybe you can take a minute and, like, you know...
Make some adjustments.
Yeah. What if it's all in the eyes and this could all be fixed with a pair of cool shades?
So I think it could be.
What if you just got crazy fucking eyes?
Is it weird that I pictured the wolf head having sunglasses on?
That's exactly what I saw.
Such a cool wolf, man. I think it could also be solved one of two ways. Because, like, I feel like you can go... The face can only do, like, sort of two things. Like, contract and expand, right? So you're either going too big or you're going too small. Right?
What if one half is big and one half is small?
You're just having a stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's what...
What if you took stroking it way too literally?
Yeah. So I think Niall's right. I think you jerk off in front of a mirror, see what's happening, and
clean
then
the mirror, and then
counteract. Right? So if you're going too big, when you're about to come, scrunch it up.
Yeah, true.
And if you're going too small,
open it up.
Open those peepers. Get everything open.
Engage staring protocol.
Yeah. I can't think of any other advice we could possibly give for this question.
No, but I can think of a brand new game that we're going to play for the first time live here. It's going to game in 3 parts, 1 part per act.
Okay.
You might recognize it if you listen to another podcast, but it is guessing Pitbull lyrics because Dain likes to play Pitbull before every show.
Fantastic.
Don't fucking look at my screen.
Okay, right? Jesus. Wow.
You're going to guess, Dain's going to guess the blank, then we're going to open it up to the audience if he doesn't get it. You get 1 chance to yell. It's going to be a nightmare if anyone gets it.
Hold on, when you say everyone gets 1 chance to yell?
At the same time, yeah. It's going to be awful.
Yeah.
Okay. You know me, I'm off in the cut. Always like a squirrel looking for a blank.
Hell yeah.
God damn it.
Now,
God damn it.
Hold on. Here's the thing. I think nut's too obvious.
Okay.
Right? That's the rhyme. Pitbull's all about subverting expectations.
It's true. He is a wordsmith.
Right? So I think he's going to be like, looking for, can you give me the line again?
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
You know me.
Yeah.
I'm off in the cut. Always like a squirrel looking for a blank.
It's going to be like horny middle-aged woman or something like that. Like I bet it's going to be something along like I'm looking for a cougar. That's my answer.
You know squirrels are always looking for cougars.
He is.
Yes.
He's pulling the rug out from under.
He is masterful.
Yes.
Does anyone else want to chime in? Party. A what? Party. Okay.
Party.
Right.
Someone says party.
It is nut. It is not. That was sharp.
See?
Good job.
He subverted my expectations.
Exactly.
of-
The old
right?
double bluff.
The double bluff.
Yeah.
Pitbull's a fucking genius.
He's a fucking genius. Okay, let's hop in here. Let's do a little seduction. This is by Zingers.
That's it?
What?
I don't get any. It's one question. Okay.
One per act.
Damn.
Do you want all three right now?
No. I just thought there was going to be blocks per.
Nah, I only came up with this about 20 minutes ago.
You can only look at so many Pitbull lyrics before you go insane.
When you start, so no one saw this because no one was here, but Dain got really into, like, when we plug our recording shit in, the music gets a little quieter, and Dain, that was not okay. So Dain went through 5 different iterations of various things and plugs and blah, 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 to, like, plug in, like, 5 different things so that the music would, so Pitbull would be louder. That's it, just louder. And then I was like, okay, this boy needs some Pitbull mid-show. This is Zingers. Help me understand why eye contact is such a big thing. I grew up without ever thinking about how much eye contact I am maintaining. And now in my mid-20s, all I can read is you should always maintain more than, for example, a girl you are on a date with. When I look someone in the eyes for anywhere less than 2 meters away for a couple of seconds, I find it extremely unnatural, to the point where it impacts my focus on the conversation. I can't bring myself to imagine the other person feels comfortable if I were to continue looking at them for ages. I wouldn't say my eyes are darting around like a scared bunny rabbit, but I am definitely not staring into their eyes unwaveringly for the whole date. Usually it's a mix of looking at their eyes, sometimes around their face, and also at the surroundings here and there. Should I be practicing to look directly at their eyes more? Is it a power play thing?
I mean, I don't think. Now, this has nothing to do with the question, but I don't think bunnies' eyes can dart around because they're just the black orbs, right? You can't see where they're looking.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only problem with this question.
Yeah.
All right, move on.
Look, we all have our things. It's always funny to me because I don't clock my eye contact, right? Like, I don't think about how much eye contact I'm making with someone until someone talks about it, and then I'm
Like right now?
crazy
Like when
aware
we're making
of,
eye contact right
yes.
now? And so many people are watching us make eye contact?
Yeah. So good. So like it's like anything, right? Like it's when you see
It's kind of
someone
like breathing. You know when you think about breathing and you're like, oh no, now I got to do this shit manually.
Yeah.
Oh, someone just thought about breathing right there.
Oh fuck! I knew I was forgetting something. Yeah, it's like anything. It's like when you watch someone, like if someone cracks their like knuckles or something, and all of a sudden you're like, I got to do that. It's weird to start thinking about things that are natural, like things that we do naturally. So I think it doesn't matter how much eye contact you are or aren't giving. It's how natural you are in the conversation.
I think like some people are naturally more nervous or avoidant or whatever and don't make enough. And it's like you do come across as less confident if you never make eye contact. So if you're the person that naturally makes very little eye contact, you might need to like shift the dial a little bit.
Sure.
But are you meant to unwaveringly stare at someone's eyes the entire date? No.
Don't do that.
It sounds like you had a pretty good level of eye contact from the brief description you gave. It's not a staring contest.
It's not.
It's not like a
You're not a
power
guy
play,
on the
like,
Dufferin bus, right? You don't need to fucking just mean mug people.
for 45
It's
fucking
fine.
minutes.
Relax.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think the second you start thinking about it, the second you become aware of it, that's when it starts getting weird. Because then you're like looking and you're aware that you're looking.
And you're
now
thinking about looking.
Yeah, and
So
you're not
now
listening to
yeah.
what they're saying anymore. You're just thinking about like eye contact.
Yeah.
And then
when they ask you a question and you're just still staring at
Yeah.
them, you're going to be like, fuck, I didn't give them enough eye contact, when really it's, I ignored them and did the crazy eyes that guy did when he came.
Yeah. Yes. So relax, deep breath, be confident, be natural.
Now they're thinking about breathing, Dave.
Oh, God. Sorry. You've got this. But I do want to really stress that I think the second you try to step out of your natural cadence or like your natural like proclivity to however you approach a conversation, the second, like, it's when people sort of like are hyper aware of their posture.
Yeah.
Like, I could get into good posture and it would be fucking weird.
It would be.
And no one would be like, oh, look at that guy's great posture. They'd be like, why is he sitting like that? What is he doing?
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of like you get into a comfortable rhythm of things, and the second you start shifting out of that, that's not to say that you can't break your habits.
No.
And that breaking habits for the better is a bad
I
idea.
think, like, step one is you need to know that you need to change it. So if someone has said to you, like, hey, you won't stop fucking staring at me. Yeah, that's a good reason to look at your eye contact and dial it back.
I think if you have friends that are close, like if you have close friends, I think you should reach out and be like, hey, have you ever clocked, like, do I stare too much? Like, I think that's a fair question to ask.
It is, yeah.
I think I would laugh at you, but I then would answer.
Very supportive.
I would answer it. I think that's how good friends work. I think you get to mock first, help later.
Mock first, ask questions later.
Yeah. Answer questions later.
Yeah.
Right? It's like when your friends eat shit and fall, you laugh at them.
Of course.
As you're checking to make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
Unless it's a real bad fall.
In which case, just laughter.
Then you get your phone out.
World Star.
Does World Star still exist?
No, it's a very old joke, but you know what? I got laughs. We're all old here.
That will do it for our... Unless you have something crazy, do you have any more Pitbull lyrics for me?
Something crazy, yes. Something quick, I don't know.
Okay, well, fuck it. We get to do whatever we want. It's our show.
I have 3 lyrics total. I can hit you with another, but then we're going to be bereft in the third act.
Now, we do have a break.
Okay, let's go. I'll get more.
Fuck yeah.
This is going to be a
It's
quick
like,
fire
you can't
round.
just fucking blue ball me like that with Pitbull
That's all you've been
lyrics.
thinking about. Much like eye contact, you've only been thinking about Pitbull. Okay, shut the fuck up this time until you're asked. I love you, and it was great, but, okay, don't fucking look.
If anyone ruins this for me, I'm going home. I'm jumping out this window, and you'll never see me again.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. This biggity boy's Oh,
I know this lyric, too.
Now, do you know before you yell out? Don't yell out yet, but do you know? Okay, repeat it. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. This biggity boy's
I'm pretty sure he says something like biggity ball or something like that.
You know what? Weirdly close.
I'm going to say biggity ball. I know
Okay.
you just said it was close. Aaron's horny for it.
You got it? You got it?
He's so ready.
It's a diggity dog.
Yeah.
This biggity boy is a diggity dog.
Love it.
And then finally, and this might be my favorite, I don't know. Been around the world like a sun. I've seen more breasts than your...
Oh, man, can it please be sun? Like S-O-N? That's what I'm going with.
Sun total?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody in the audience want to yell out? Been around the world like the sun. I've seen more breasts than your newborn son. Nailed it.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Good job, Pitbull.
Now, arguably, a newborn son hopefully has only seen one set of breasts.
But
right?
often,
sure.
Yeah.
But
That's the thing. Maybe that's how clever he is. He's like, someone comes at him being like, you've only seen. He's like, more than one, though.
more than one,
Gotcha.
though. You idiot. My mom's and my wife's. Ha!
Is Pitbull married?
There's no way a woman could tame that man.
That's fair.
We have to go on break now so that I can Google Pitbull and whether or not he's married.
We love you all. Tag us, write us the questions, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
We're back.
I hope everyone enjoyed their Pitbull sound bath.
Your Pitbull break. We are about to do another set of questions. Our first, we asked a question at the beginning of the show, and we got a okay response. This is an audio platform, and my fragile ego also requires this.
Yeah.
Are you ready for another... God damn it. Are you ready for another act? Thank you.
It's getting better. We love it. I'm going to start us off with a Pitbull lyric.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. This is just the show, I guess. Don't you fucking look at this goddamn screen.
I'm not going to look at it.
Okay. Go ahead, baby. Let me see what you got. You know you got the biggest blank. Don't do it.
Show you what he got. I know you got the biggest Someone quietly contemplating to themselves, cock? I don't think that Pitbull is complimenting a man's penis.
Sadly.
I'm gonna wager Pitbull keeps that to his private time, if at all. I know you've got the biggest ass on the block.
Okay, all right, okay. Any addendums from the audience?
But Donka Donk, that's very
that's
good.
really good. We should get fucking Pitbull on the phone.
Did someone say honky tonk?
Everyone's pretty close.
Because let me tell you right now, like honky, that's not out of the realm of possibility
No.
with Pitbull. Like that very
it's
well could
about
be the
to
answer.
go down.
Okay.
This is, go ahead, baby. Let me see what you got. You know you got the biggest booty in this spot. Damn.
Okay.
What a world we live in that I can say booty in this spot and everyone goes, oh, and nods really like sagely.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful moment and I love it. Let's see what everyone nods and says sagely to this. I'm not going to read the title of this question. It's short.
I love it.
Or no, I will.
Okay.
This is by character odds 6496. I had anal, and now my butt feels weird. What's wrong? It didn't hurt, and it doesn't hurt now, but my butt feels different. I don't like it. I can't explain it. This just isn't the regular hole I know and love.
Wow. Okay. Look, growing
Solve
up
it.
is a series of changes, right? The things that we thought we had are gone. Sometimes hair comes and goes, and sometimes buttholes get stretched. That's just life.
That's fucking beautiful. Is that from the Bible?
It is. Corinthians,
James.
right after love is patience, love is blind, sometimes buttholes get stretched. That's why it's so popular at weddings. The only reason I know that is, people are like, wow, this guy's a big Bible head.
Yeah, Bible and Pitbull. Who knew?
The only reason I know this is because it is in Wedding Crashers.
Well, you know what, guys? What is Jesus if not Mr. Worldwide? Think about it.
Damn.
Dale.
Wow. Oh, also, I know you guys are fucking dying for some more Pitbull trivia. I did look
is he
up
married?
whether he was married. He is not, as I said.
Okay.
It cannot be torn down. I don't know why I'm assuming that being married is tearing
Yeah,
it down.
what the fuck?
I don't know.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. That was my own issues that I'm working on. I like this part. Pitbull is reportedly the father of 6 children, although he declines to talk about them publicly. It is known that he had a daughter, Destiny. It does say had a daughter, Destiny.
R.I.P.
And a son, Bryce, with long-term girlfriend Barbara Alba. So I don't know. I think it's just pretty
that it?
wild to go. We don't know. I mean, he keeps his 4 other love children secret.
Okay.
I do like the idea that
I promise I'm not one. Wink.
You have 2 kids and you're like Destiny and you Bryce.
Now talk about this person's changed butthole.
This change I already did.
Okay.
I think like it's just a
Maybe
matter.
give it a day.
I would like to
give
know
it a day.
How long post
Butt
anal
stretching.
has this been? Are we talking like, is this the next day? And you're like, yeah, it feels a little weird. Sure, I get it.
Yeah. I say give it a week. Give it 2 weeks.
What if they already have? What if there's no walking this
doctor
back?
time, baby?
But it doesn't sound like there's an issue with it. Just sounds like they're sort of lamenting.
They lost something, and that
Yes.
thing was their butt virginity.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just you're feeling the absence of your butt virginity.
Yeah.
That's it. Someone just went, oh.
Sad. Look, I understand. Like, I don't know if there could be like regret. There could be shame.
There could be like a change and or don't want to say damage because that sounds bad, but there could be something that isn't manifesting itself in pain but is manifesting itself in discomfort.
Physical discomfort?
Yeah.
Sure.
So maybe you're overthinking it, much like the eye guy.
Yeah.
You know, when you start thinking about breathing, when you start thinking about eye contact, when you start thinking about your butthole. Everyone's thinking about their butthole right now, and I know it.
You're all thinking about your butthole right now.
It's starting to tingle.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's like when you like
Much like that guy's face, you're scrunching it up now.
You got to scrunch it. Is it? Hey, is it? If it's too big, scrunch it up.
Yeah.
If it's too scrunched,
Leave it that way for now. We don't want to have to clean it up after the show.
I mean, you could probably relax a little bit.
A little bit.
What are we doing here?
I think it's your turn to ask your question.
Sure. Oh God, it's just so much Pitbull trivia. Hold on. There we go. This is. I don't really know what we're gonna do with this, but I'm gonna bring it in anyway. This is from Boombaldi. My soulmate wanted things casual. I met a super cute and fun guy on R for R. I looked this up because I had no idea what this was, and all I could think of was Red Dead Redemption. And surely that can't be it.
Red 4 Redemption?
Yeah.
They've got access already?
It's so good. They just skipped number 3 entirely. It's Redditor for Redditor, and I guess it's like a personal ads kind of thing.
Okay.
The thing is, I didn't exactly approach him because of his post. I just saw that he was my age, and I liked the vibe of the way he typed. However, and
The way he typed.
And
Damn.
very importantly, he was not looking for something seriously. We clicked immediately, platonically. We were on the same wavelength in our interests and socio-political views. He started calling me cute before I showed my face, and when I did, he amped up the flirting. We liked a scary good number of the same things and had an interesting amount of coincidences, seeing as he apparently works scarily near where I live.
Why is everything scary?
I don't know why you're so freaked out by everything. I thought I could handle the fun and not get attached, but spoiler alert, I couldn't at all.
His dick was scarily good.
It didn't really hurt knowing he had a friends with benefits situation set up with someone else, but it did hurt seeing him post on R4R almost every day, looking for a chat, looking for cuddles. I was right here. This made me spiral into pulling him into a discussion where asking if I had upset him or not, whether I'd overstepped boundaries or not, and I spilled too much of my raging, self-sabotaging tendencies to a guy who was just looking for fun. He eventually started giving me less attention, and I couldn't take it anymore. I begged him twice on this account and an alt to talk. Using the alt was an especially bad idea, as I'd used it to vent about him on 3 different subreddits. I feel so shitty and guilty. When we ended it, he said he wasn't mad at me at all, but
He was just scared of me.
yeah, I was acting scarily scary. But man, people are guilting me hard. Oh, he said he wasn't mad at me at all, but did say that he didn't want me to contact him anymore and didn't have the mental space to help deal with my issues, which he was well within his right to say. I'm just tortured over the fact that his past relationships have all started out casual, eventually just turning into something more because they kept in touch. I should have just shut up. I could have just waited. I fear he was my soulmate and I just ruined it all.
Yikes. You overdid it.
On every front.
In every way.
Every possible way.
You need to take a breath, take a step back. Maybe therapy. Probably therapy.
Absolutely therapy.
Definitely, yeah. we got an agreement here. You can't do this. Also, he's not your soulmate. You don't know that. You barely know this person.
She liked the way he typed, Niall.
Oh, I take it back. Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, no, you're right. Soulmate right there. You can't do that. You can't just leap into everything from nothing.
It also sounds like they never met or ever really correctly talked.
They talked a bit, and then she was like, "You're posting."
But I don't know if they talked because she said that she was just looking at his posts. So
true.
I think she was just learning things about him, came up with these scenarios,
So, yeah,
I don't know if there was ever any actual communication between the two of them other than her being like, I want to. Someone is waving a red flag in the audience.
That's amazing.
I
agree.
We should actually put that on our Instagram, so when we do our last thing, people can.
That's smart. We were actually going to.
We were going to do that, and we told Norm at the beginning of the show, and he broke it out.
He's
early.
our plant.
It's our idea, and he didn't come up with it.
Yeah, and we will not pay you. You just way too much, girl. Even if you had talked, way too much. If you hadn't, so much more, way too much, to the point where we're straight. If someone's like, "Hey, never contact me again," that's a really bad sign.
Especially when you
when you maybe hadn't contacted them yet either.
Yes. That's it sounded like they did contact him or tried to so she saw his post. She, I guess, threw her hat in the ring, was not selected a number of times, and then proceeded to spiral about that. And then offload.
How good is this man at typing?
Right?
Like, damn.
I wish he had linked to a post so we could see what he, because if it literally is him just being like, yeah, I want to cuddle.
It's just nothing but Pitbull lyrics.
So I want to cuddle.
If someone could cuddle me and turn my life from negative to positive.
Yeah. Someone.
The sound of your partner groaning in the audience is.
That's her no face. Yeah, it's you've crossed the line, and I don't know if there is even sort of like a playing field in which to draw this line, and somehow you've managed to find it.
Yeah, you've gone so far off the playing field that you just like had to make ground to then draw the line in it.
You're in someone else's game and drawing your own lines.
You can't do this. You can't come on this hard, pretty much ever, but especially when you seem to have zero history, foundation, interactions up till that point. So please dial it back.
Like, I get catching feelings, right? Like if you guys met
but even
on this
then,
site,
you need to catch feelings based on things that happen, right? And and they need to grow. If you catch feelings and it's like, oh, I'm in love with you, I want to marry you, and it's day one, no,
because really, there's no difference between this person. If again, under the assumption that like you guys you never met, etc., etc. There's no difference between you looking at this guy and being like, he's my soulmate. I think he's my soulmate, or looking at like Harry Styles and being like, he likes all the things that I like, and he's my soulmate, and I'm worried I'm never. And I know there are people like that.
Yes.
And I think we all sort of like look at when people do that with celebrities, and we're like, oh, that person's on it, but we don't sort of like. I think there's less of an impulse to do that to people in person. Like when people meet someone at work and they're like, they're my soulmate, and it's like, fucking relax, Deborah. You've known them for like 3 weeks and you've never had a real conversation, let alone a date. Yeah.
At which point you've fallen in love with this imaginary version of them because you don't fucking know them. So just don't.
And it's so easy to, especially this day and age where a lot of people feel disconnected and sort of removed from social interaction, that it's easy to fall in love with an idea. And it's very dangerous to do that. And I think every chance you need to, like, when you start generating feelings, and I think it's a good thing, it's something I always do, is you have to stop and be like, okay, cool. What are the catalysts for me feeling this? Is it because I'm just really attracted to them? Because like that's probably not the greatest foundation. Sure. It's a good start.
Am I just very lonely?
Am I lonely?
Is
it like how much of
am
what
I rebounding? Is it just
how much
like,
of what I'm attracted to is actually there, or am I hoping for, projecting, seeing, so like you have to do sort of an inventory, and if you don't, then you have to be prepared to be disappointed frequently.
I also think you can't go 0 to 100. You just can't.
Unless you're Vin Diesel.
Yeah, in which case, 7 seconds.
Yeah.
I got one here.
Sure.
I'm not going to read the title.
Okay.
My ex-boyfriend and I, who I loved, a part of me will love dearly, got separated 9 years ago because he chose to say some insane things like, the only thing he feels for me is lust, and that's it. There's no love. Our relationship was only 6 months old at that point, but I was clear on how I feel. Still, I chose to break up because I didn't want to be with someone shallow either. I prayed to God so hard at that point to bring him back to me, but, well, didn't happen. Fast forward to March 2024. I bumped into him in a store, and we added each other on our socials. It was completely friendly, and since I was also single and not dating anyone, I didn't see anything wrong in that. We talked on and off since then, and I noticed he was acting weird, a bit nervous, even scared, maybe. I didn't bother to ask or worry about it. During this time, I went on a date with my guy best friend who confessed to love me since day one of our college, but could never say it. It was a beautiful date, the best I've ever had. Please check my recent post to see the kind of person he is. No. We went on 2 dates, and safe to say, I fell for him somewhere. I know it's too soon to fall for someone in 2 dates, but yeah, I feel that way. But then my ex called me yesterday and told me how much he has always loved me, and coming across me in the store is nothing short of a miracle, because he prayed every single day to God to help him find me. He said he wanted to marry me and doesn't want to live life without me anymore. I asked him if he loved me. His answer was sure.
Nah, still lust.
His answer was sure. It was all lust in the beginning when we met, but I caught him off guard, and he fell in deep without realizing. He wants to seal the deal, and surprisingly enough, I'm not feeling as happy as I thought I would have to have him in my life. Why is it feeling off? And this is, my ex-boyfriend started talking on friendly terms after 9 years and proposed yesterday. Why is it feeling off?
Why is it feeling up? I don't know.
This is a thinker, because I'm not sure. This is romantic.
It's
lovely.
great.
Obviously, God got involved, so like,
Yeah.
why is it feeling off?
It's, you know what? When two people pray to God really hard, sometimes they get put together in a grocery store.
9 years later.
9 years later. Thankfully, social media exists. Otherwise, God would be like, what the fuck do I do now? Oh.
Yeah, that's why he made it, Dain.
That's why there are no happy couples in the Bible.
That's true. If you don't look at Twitter and think, God made this, you're wrong.
I think we can
I see the divine in Twitter every day while I'm posting saying, please listen to my podcast. Please. And then Musk goes, no.
Yeah, don't listen to him. I'm Jesus Reborn. Just so you know, for the people who haven't listened to the show before, we do believe pretty wholeheartedly that Elon Musk is the second coming of Christ.
Yeah, we say it we call him Emerald Jesus because he was born in the mines, which is kind of just a manger if you think about it.
What's the difference between a shining North Star and
a bunch of emeralds being held by tortured civilians?
Emeralds? Yeah. What's the difference? We don't like Elon Musk.
Wait, really?
What? I just want to make that clear. Okay. Can you go back? I just want to see the.
Well, don't look at my Pitbull lyrics.
It's honestly very flattering that you think I can read that fast. In general. I just want to read that. It was 9
years.
How long did they
dated for 6 months.
Yes.
He said, I only feel lust for you. Lol. She was like, I'm not into that. Left. Was like, please, God. God was like, nah, not for 9 years. And then 9 years later, he was like, I saw you in a grocery store. Let's get fucking married.
Yeah. Cool. I don't think, like, usually I think being that sort of cavalier with people's feelings sucks. Especially if she's like, hey, I love you. And him being like, sorry, it's just kind of lust at the moment. I think within a 6-month relationship, that is a very fair answer to be like, I don't love you. It's all very sort of like physical attraction right now. I don't think that's the worst thing to say.
I would just love to know, did he literally say, it's just lust? Or was he like, yeah, I'd like to keep things casual? You know what I mean? Because if he said, I want to keep things casual, or like, I don't want a relationship, and she's reframing it as it's just lust, that's a very different story.
Yeah.
If you're just like, it's just lust, it's still like, hey, at least you're honest, I guess.
Yeah, or if it was like, I just kind of want to like, I would like to keep like just sleeping together.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if that was the case, it's like, yeah, it's been 6 months. Fucking chill.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think maybe it could be useful if these two do get married just to pull them out of the old dating pool. Right? Like, sometimes I think I do think that like sometimes
you gotta take them out. You
gotta sort of like group the weak links together and let that chain break in the corner somewhere.
Yeah. They're not gonna harm each other if they're off harming each other. They're not gonna harm other people, just themselves, and they want that apparently.
Yeah, like we won't hear from them for another 9 years, so it's fine. Don't marry someone that you haven't talked to in 9 years.
Yes. Or that you haven't talked to, because, again, barely, right?
Yeah.
And also, it sucks that you're like, oh, this guy, amazing date. I've fallen for him. But then also there's a new challenger has appeared. Oh, yeah? Did you go on great dates with them? No, I bumped into him at the grocery store and he proposed. But I can't decide between the best date I've ever had, a close friend of mine for years who admitted feelings, and I have them too, and this guy in the fucking produce section who just like... was like, I kind of just only listed after you for a while, but now...
Yeah. But
now maybe God wants me to marry you. That's not good.
It's not good. It's really bad, in fact. Don't do this.
Why is it feeling off? Because it's fucking insane. That's why.
I don't want to say it, but yeah, that. Before
we get to this question, I am going to do another Pitbull lyric.
Fantastic.
So don't fucking look at my screen. Okay. Take advantage of tonight. Oh, no. Wrong one. Oh, shit. Definitely wrong one. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. Nah, it's blank.
Look up in the sky. I'm thinking like guy.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. Nah, it's just... Oh, shit. I gave you one.
Nah, it's just
Shit.
the sky.
Oh?
That's it.
Oh?
It's going to be great. I'm getting some...
Does anyone know?
Everyone panically shaking their heads at
Why
me.
don't we have a camera pointing this direction? Okay. You seem confident about it. Huh? Damn! Okay. Word for word.
What is it?
Nah, it's just me. Not a damn thing changed.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he's just up in the sky and he's the same.
All right, we have an audience question. Also, get us your damn questions, you nerds.
Yeah, you got about 8 minutes till Act 2, at which point we will be going around for the final time to collect questions. We will also be doing the shot raffle, so if you haven't posted and tagged us, now's your chance.
Now's your chance to do it. This handwriting is very nice, but I can't read one of the words. But I think I've figured it out. How to approach someone at a gym you have a crush on. I think is...
how to approach someone at the gym that you have a crush on?
Yeah.
All right.
The gym is a tricky place. It's a nebulous place. It's a tough, scary place. It's the same thing as work, right? Like, how do you approach a bartender or a cashier or a barista or like whatever? Because like, in our opinion, generally, it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because they can't go anywhere. They were a captive audience, and you're kind of just throwing your stuff at them.
Yeah.
And there's not much they can do about it. And they're also at work. They can't be rude. They can't get away. They can't turn you down.
Yeah.
Or there's a fear if they turn you down, there's a reprisal. Not a reprisal.
Well, there kind of is. If you're like in the service industry, the reprisal is, no tip.
You don't get
or,
tips,
complain to a manager, in which, all these things. Now, it's slightly different in the gym, obviously, because they do not work there. They can be a little bit more themselves. But... it also, like, you don't want to ruin the gym for somebody because then they can't come back or you can't come back. Like, we've gotten a lot of questions where, especially off the seduction Reddit, where they're like, oh, I hit on this girl in the gym and now I'm banned from the gym because they did it wrong.
So I think you have to think of things like the gym is a place where we're sort of at our most vulnerable. Or, like, some people are at least, in the sense of, like, you're probably not all done up. You're probably sweaty. You're probably gross. You probably don't have your makeup done. You probably don't, you know what I mean? Like, you're there, unless you're like a big jacked guy or jacked lady or jacked person, and your gym is like your domain where you feel the most comfortable in. There's that aspect of, like, when I worked out, I used to box, and when I would do like social things outside, people were like, oh, you're really scary when you work out. And it's like, yeah, because I'm like super focused and I'm punching things, right? Like, I don't know what to tell you. So I think the danger of that is, like, it's a space where people are going to zone out, to do their own thing. Like, it's not inherently a social
It's very similar to like somebody on a run with their headphones in. You interrupting them is kind of you inserting yourself into a time where they're trying to just do them.
Yeah.
But I do think if you do want to do this, you have to treat it like how we recommend hitting on people at like a club, which is go slowly. You don't just walk up and be like, hey, I like your eyes. You want to go for a drink? Because everyone's going to be like, fuck off.
You need a spotter for squats?
Yeah. I think it's never going to happen the first time you talk to them.
No.
Nor should you angle for that.
It's a slow burn.
I think best case you talk randomly. You bump into them and you just like, oh, hey, how's it going? You introduce yourself and you build from there.
And it has to be a casual and organic opportunity as well.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you're kind of at the mercy of God.
So you got to wait 9 months, and then
pray.
you stand in that Loblaws, and she'll be there.
No, you're kind of at like the mercy of luck, right? Like, are you going to the water cooler?
Yeah.
Like, do you bump into each other as you guys are leaving, or like whatever? Like, it's got to be an organic thing, because if you
force
approach,
it's weird. And you know, if they're listening to music or a really good weekly sex and dating advice podcast or something, you can't really just go up and be like, like take your fucking headphone. Oh, hey, just an organic meat. They're gonna be like, fuck off,
Yeah.
leave me alone. So there are a lot of times this isn't going to be easy or happen, and that you need to be okay with. But if it does happen, you make a rapport, and then once they're chill with you, you can start to see if, you can start to test the waters. And if they're just friendly person who's like, oh, other friendly person going to the gym, that sucks, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it could
But
be
it's
something
not.
as
It
simple
could
as
be
like,
cool.
if you are in the gym at the same time, just like, I mean, it got to the point like during the pandemic, I was running frequently, and it got to the point where like I was recognizing people on my running route, and like if I saw them, I'd give them a little nod. I wasn't stopping for a chat or anything because we were running. But like, just if you guys happen to, if 6 a.m. is both your workout time, a friendly nod or a hello, very briefly, is enough to be like, we've made contact.
Yeah.
Right? Like I've
already done more than that person on Reddit did.
Yeah, I don't think you can go from we've never talked to asking out. I don't like it could work. Everything could always work.
Very unlikely.
But you always want to make sure that you're protecting their peace, their safety, their space. And
like the last thing you want is for either you to be kicked out of the gym or them to feel like they can't come back because of you, because that would suck.
So once you've established a rapport and whatever, you need to be comfortable with the idea of rejection.
Yeah.
You need to be cool with the possibility that this person does not want to go on a date with you, does not want to
100%.
grab a drink with you. And you need to be cool about it.
Yeah.
If you've, spent X amount of time building rapport, you guys are friendly, you know each other, you have a little chat before or after or during your workout, and you decide, okay, now's my time to shoot my shot and be like, hey, do you want to grab drinks with me on Thursday? And they're like, actually, have a boyfriend, or actually, no thanks, thank you, but no.
Yeah.
You have to be like, cool, no worries, I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
And then
keep
you
it
need to be cool next week.
And you need to be cool next week.
Yeah.
Don't like go in and then ignore them, because that sucks for them. That sucks for you. It's the same thing like being shitty because you got rejected in sort of like a cold shutdown way.
Yeah.
Is this? There's no difference in you getting angry at it, because there's still sort of like
It's the same thing,
The
really.
well has been poisoned,
Yeah.
just a different toxin.
Yeah. So, like, don't do it if you're not ready to be chill if it doesn't go your way. If you do want to do it, you have to go slow, and maybe they don't want to talk to you at the gym, which is fully their right.
Yep.
Maybe they do want to talk to you, but they want to keep it, distance. Maybe they want to talk to you and they want to be friends, or maybe they want to talk to you and then it develops into something.
Maybe the cardio will be a little more exciting for the two of you.
Ayo.
You know what I mean? I mean sex.
But I really do feel like that's the only way to do it properly.
Yep. And safely and, comfortably,
Ethically.
ethically. That's going to do it for this act.
No, we got one more Pitbull.
God. Oh, we have one more Pitbull.
I'm going to try to do this quick. Now, Big Bang Boogie, get that? Blank.
Big dang booty.
Say that again.
Now, Big Bang Boogie, get that blank.
Big dang booty.
Big Bang Boogie. Now, Big Bang Boogie, get that?
Big dang booty. I'm saying it.
Guys, it's obviously Kitty Little Noogie.
Hold on. Give me
Now,
those.
Big Bang Boogie, get that Kitty Little Noogie.
Kitty little noogie.
Give that kitty a little noogie.
Now, is Pitbull talking about a vagina?
I believe so. Unless he loves cats.
Because, like, I'm all for giving a little kitty, like, a little scruff on the head. You know what I wouldn't want to do?
Give a noogie.
To a vagina?
Yeah. But maybe. He's Mr. Worldwide. He's been there, done that.
He's seen it all.
Turn the negative to a positive.
Hey, you can't have 6 kids without nooging a little kitty.
Now, someone just said, would you like to talk about...
I understand that the action could simulate...
Why don't we have a camera? Because this is gold. God damn it.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to meditate on the sexual
Noogieing
teachings.
a little kitty.
Yeah. If anyone... No, I'm not going to say that.
Get more questions over to us. Fucking post about us if you want some shots, or if you just want to help us out. And we'll be back soon. I was about to say face, but that's not.
Yeah, put it in his face.
Put it in my face.
We're about to start our third act. Now, first time, it needs improvement.
Okay. Second time, pretty good.
Second time, pretty good. Third time, when we introduce this act, I want to see these bars on my screen go red.
I want Pitbull to hear it wherever he is.
I want us to be worldwide. I think everyone's in their seats. Yeah, everyone's good to go. Everyone's fucking.
If you're
red.
not in your seat, you can scream from wherever you are.
Wherever you are. We're back, friends. Are you ready for Act 3? There it is.
Oh, yes.
Someone was murdered in theirs. We
They
did.
took advantage of the chaos and did do a murder.
This is our third act where it is a murder mystery.
Yeah.
If
who
you look
did
under
it?
your seats, there is an envelope dictating what character you'll be playing for the rest of the show.
Each inspired by a Pitbull lyric. Speaking of, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Take advantage of tonight, because tomorrow I'm off to Dubai to blank.
Wow, there's a lot of options here, Pitbull. To live like I ain't coming home.
You're really good at this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody take advantage of tonight, because tomorrow I'm off to Dubai to...
Keep it tight.
Ooh, keep it tight. Okay. Okay.
Feel all right. Keep it tight.
You're all going to be really disappointed by this answer. And nobody else? Okay. Closest so far. Take advantage of tonight, because tomorrow I'm off to Dubai to perform for a princess. All right, Pitbull.
Okay, Pitbull.
Okay. I think it's time to delve into some audience questions.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a lot. You guys came through, so thank you.
How would you transition from old friends to more? There's feelings on my side, but I don't want to make things weird.
This is tough.
This is tough.
This is a tough one because you run into that sort of like age-old question of being like, I don't want to ruin the friendship. And that's when you have to make a pro and con list.
I think you also need to make sure which maybe is your list you're talking about, you need to make sure you're willing to risk the friendship.
That's it. I mean, like the con, right, is potentially...
The con is on?
The con is on.
How do you con them?
You put on a fake mustache.
Oh.
You pretend like you're someone else. For
amazing. And you walk in, you go, hey, that friend of yours? Real fuckable.
Hey, Sarah, I hear, is got a real puss that likes to be noogied. Huh? What do you think about that, huh?
And then then you bust in, you say, what do you mean puss? You mean kitty? You pervert?
Wait, hold on. Originally, she was dressed up as someone else.
I don't even know, man.
And now another her is coming.
Yeah.
Fuck me, man.
You just can't tell them apart because you got face blindness.
I've lost the plot.
You got to be ready to sacrifice the friendship because they may not be comfortable. If you're like, hey, I love you, and they're like, I don't, it can make things weird. 2, you got to be ready for it to get weird.
Oh, yeah.
But if you aren't, you need to also make sure that you're not sticking in the friendship with ulterior motives.
That's it, right? Like you have some options, right? It's you go through with the friendship, you keep just being friends, and that's fine.
But only if you can genuinely be a friend and
Right.
you don't be like, well, I helped you move, so you should love me.
Or constantly, like, are you going to spiral into depression if this person starts dating someone?
Or
gets
be like,
engaged?
I don't know, I don't like him. He seems shit.
Yeah, are you going to sabotage their relationships because you don't want them to be with anyone else because you're too afraid to sort of like take the next step?
You can't half-ass it. You need to be fully their friend, or like you need to commit. You can't like dip a toe in both.
Yeah, so either you have to say to yourself, be like, hey, my feelings for this person is strong enough to risk the friendship. Then go for it. Or you say, the friendship means too much for me to pursue these feelings, so I'm going to have to commit to the friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, you got to make sure that your feelings, you're like, I'm not saying there's a switch that you can just turn off your feelings for someone,
No.
but you do have to take the responsibility of being like, these feelings don't have a place within the friendship. The parameters of our friendship.
Yeah.
Or you sit middle of the road and make both of you miserable.
Yes, which is the worst option
That's
and
a
one you
terrible
shouldn't
option.
take.
Yeah.
Now, if you do decide to go forward, I think you need to be just like open. You need to communicate. You can't be like, oh, well, we went to the movies. That's kind of a date. Like, they're your friend. They're not going to get that things have changed. You need to be like, hey, sorry to drop this on you, or like, I hope this doesn't fuck everything up, but like, I'm starting to have feelings for you, and like, I would love to go on a date, or like, I really like you. You need to just be straight up.
And for the love of God, for the love
Do not propose.
of Elon Musk, please do not prepare a flowery, cinematic...
No, don't give them a poem,
Don't-
even if it contains Pitbull lyrics.
I'm not even talking about poetry. I'm talking about rehearsing a speech in your head so many times because it's exactly what you want to say, because when it comes down to it, when the chips are on the table, you're just going to say like 3 words of it and then not remember the rest of it
Yeah.
and sound like a fucking idiot. Right?
Also, like, no one wants to hear a big flowery speech. They want you to get down to business.
one knee and propose.
Yes. They want you to just be like, hey, I'm into you.
Yes.
At which point, like, even, like, have the grace to be like, look, if this is too much right now, like, I'll go home. You can think about it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need an answer right now. I know this is, recognize that you're coming out of left field probably, and you're dropping a bomb, whether it be a good one. Those famous...
all those really good bombs.
Bath bomb.
That we... Oh, bath
Yeah,
bomb. Okay,
shut your
I'm back
fucking
in.
mouth.
Well, they got like microplastics in the sparkle.
Shit, you're right.
Killing the turtles.
No good bombs.
So I do also want to say, like, bring this up like at a correct time, not when you're at like a cottage vacation with all of
Yeah,
your friends
yeah.
and you guys are kind of like...
Or you're like on a kayak together in the middle of the
you
lake.
guys are fucking free soloing.
Yeah, don't do it when you're free soloing.
Also, don't hit them with the, hey, can we talk? Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
that
don't-
sucks.
No.
That sucks so bad. So, like, next time you guys are just, like, out and hanging out and doing a thing that you always
And also,
normally
like,
do.
they have a ready escape.
Yeah.
So
if you're at their place, if they're at your place, or if you're at, like, a comfortable
I would say
bar.
don't do it at their place, because then it's on you to leave. You know what I mean? If they're at yours and they can get home okay, yeah, you can drop it.
Sure.
Yeah. At a bar, maybe. I don't know.
It needs to be sort of a situation where...
You take their feelings and situation into account.
And that they aren't already on edge because
Yeah,
you
or
were
trapped.
Like a week before you guys hang out, you were like, "Hey, I know we have like we hang out every Thursday.
Hey, in 72 hours, I have something to say to you that's, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a bomb.
It's gonna
Yeah.
shake our relationship to the core.
Talk to you then. Bye.
Bye." And then don't answer any of their texts. Be like, "Are you okay?" "I don't want to talk about it right now.
Hard to answer.
It's better to talk about in person."
Don't worry, you'll find out soon.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Don't do that shit.
You'll find out we're on that kayak in the middle of the lake.
I'll tell you when we're at
And
a
we're
certain
alone
altitude.
and trapped.
Yeah. So do that. This is another question that we have received. My wife and I watched a video of tortoises making love and thought it was hilarious, and even joked while in bed at the hilarious sound. Except now I keep worrying I'm actually making the sound accidentally. What can I do? Now, I was pre-warned about this question, and I have, in fact, found the noise.
I'm so happy. Is that not cows?
No, that's a turtle.
Okay.
Or sorry, it is a tortoise.
I thought it was like. Meh, meh, meh. I'm pretty sure I've heard one where it's like. Meh.
I mean, I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of tortoise porn, Niall.
Well, you just says the guy with it on his phone for ready access. I don't know.
I don't have anything
Dane's
to
like,
compare
hold
it
on, let
to.
me delve into my tortoise porn. I just want everyone to know or to remember that this happened because it will be pertinent in about 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, just remember. That's fine. Don't forget about.
Niall's pocket dialed some sort of law agency.
You think I didn't bring the tortoise pornographers? It'll just
I
be
love that
relevant
band.
later. And it's getting less funny the more I harp on it. If you don't know whether or not you're making those noises, are you a cow?
Now, we also
Someone
don't
liked it.
We don't know when you're making bad O faces. Like in the heat of the
Evidently,
moment.
we know nothing.
in the heat of the moment, it's hard to know what we're doing, right?
So you need to...
real sex is messy. Real sex is arms and things and liquids and
So you gotta have fake
noises,
sex.
smells, tastes, sights.
Keep going. 3 more.
I think those are all the senses. Feelings.
Feelings, that's one.
I think I got them all.
You got 2 more.
2 more senses?
Just 2 more things to say.
Vibes,
Yeah?
inclinations.
Oh, shit. You did it.
I did it.
I think Dain needs a round of applause.
Thank you.
I'm so fucking proud of you, bud.
That's what I came here for.
Okay, so I think step 1, if only there was like a mirror, but for sounds.
What you should do, and I think everyone is comfortable and cool with it, is set your phone up to
Record it,
record.
yeah.
Don't tell anyone about it.
Yeah, that's... No one needs to know.
Everyone
and if they
is-
find it, you just go, I just want to make sure I don't sound like a fucking turtle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to know if I sound like a tortoise?
Yeah. How am I supposed to know otherwise, Stacy?
Yeah. Your mom was so much cooler.
Ask your neighbors.
Do you have downstairs neighbors? Do you have thin walls?
Yeah, send out a little fucking survey and be like, hey, this isn't the census, but more important, do I sound like a tortoise fucking? Tortoise? Why am I
Tortoise.
saying that?
Tortoise.
I think I want to say turtle and
Turtle.
tortoise.
Yeah, you're...
Tortoise?
But
Jesus.
us shellheads know the difference. I mean, what?
On to you. Just send it to them and be like, hey, do I? Do I not? Include the link just in case they haven't seen it, like Dain.
Well, they Are you talking about... Like, the wife has seen it,
No, but your neighbors haven't.
haven't they?
Haven't we all?
Have we all seen
Ask
this
your
video?
wife. Be like, hey, do I sound like that?
And why are you... I mean, I was going to say, why do you think you sound like that? But I understand it's
If
like...
you think you sound like that, you probably do.
Well...
Am I wrong? The people have spoken.
Maybe. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Do you think turtles are included in the furry fandom?
They have no fur.
But... Like,
That's where the anthros get down.
Oh, okay. I was going to
Yeah.
say, because like the Ninja Turtles
Yeah, they're anthro.
could fuck.
No, they do.
Yeah. All right, just checking.
How do you think they pay for the pizza? They don't have jobs.
It's true, they don't. I bet the delivery guy is like, God damn it. Like, it's... Yeah, they're like... Every pizza delivery guy is probably always hoping for like the hot one.
They
They're
stand
like, I really
outside
hope
the
it's
sewer.
April O'Neil, and it's like fucking Donatello opens the door, and it's like, if I have to fuck a turtle
He's
again.
like me or the staff.
Yeah.
As a ferocious atheist, how can I ask my partner to stop screaming, oh God, every time they climax? What would you suggest as an alternative?
Elon Musk.
Oh, Musk!
I think you just counter it, right? When they say, "Oh God," you just say, "He's not real."
Yeah, we did it. The thing is, what's your alternative? You know? Because, yeah, you don't believe in God, but you believe in something. Probably Pitbull. So
Gotta be.
maybe just say, Mr. Worldwide.
Or
Die.
every time she says, "Oh God," you say, "He's not here right now."
Or just say, who? What? I haven't met him.
Yeah. Show me empirical evidence that he exists right now. Bet you can't. I think that's that
it.
one.
That's- Nailed it.
I've been hooking up with this girl for a month or so now. Things are fun, but I wanted to spice things up a bit. I wanted to wear my wrestling title belt into the bedroom with my own entrance music, but she was really put off by it. She told me she could work with the belt if I dropped the elaborate entrance into the bedroom with the music. But without all of that, it just doesn't do it for me. What should I do? Drop her ass.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If she doesn't want you to like come in, well,
What music, though?
I guess it does depend. I immediately assume it's the Breaking Glass of Stone Cold Steve Austin, right?
Yeah.
And then you come in, you crack 2 fucking Budweisers, you smash them
Yeah.
over her, you make a fucking mess. You don't.
Maybe that's the issue. Maybe you need to not pour beer all over the room, and then it'll be okay.
Or go like early 2000s Undertaker and drive a fucking motorcycle into her bedroom.
That would be hot.
To the incredibly romantic sounds of Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's all about the song, and if she doesn't like it, it's just that either you chose the wrong song or you chose the wrong partner.
It's true. Now, more importantly, what's your finishing move?
Yeah.
And why is it the pile driver?
The chode slam.
The
Cock bottom.
Oh, cock bottom is very good.
No one. We don't have wrestling fans in the house because
cock
no one
bottom.
even reacted
I
to
think,
that. And
I
it
think we all had
hurts.
to process it. I think we all. It was just too good.
The womb stone. The balls of Jericho.
Damn.
I'm swiftly running out of wrestling
Yeah.
finishing moves that I know.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to make pedigree work. I just can't get there.
So in Ireland, "gee" is a term for a vagina. So the pedigree.
I don't know if
People in
that's
Ireland are loving it.
I fucking love it. I think, look, a good relationship is all about compromise. If you want to wear a title belt and have an entrance, and she just doesn't want the music, that's what headphones are for, baby. You pop those little bad boys in there, get some real sleek, low-profile ones, and you're walking in. She might be saying stuff, but fuck her, it doesn't matter. You
Damn.
climb up on the bedpost, get your fucking hand up there, smell what the Rock is cooking. You do the whole thing.
She doesn't even have to be there yet. That's the best part. You can just be like, "Hey, give me," like the song goes for a minute and 10 seconds. You can just, you get ready. I'll be in there.
Yeah.
She comes in, you're fucking hyped. She doesn't even know what
You're
happened.
so sweaty.
You're so sweaty.
And for some reason, Earl Hebner is there, ready to fucking referee your fuck session. Yeah.
I think is it time for Tinders?
Do we have any more Pitbull?
That's the, damn you. I was going to fucking
I
twist
wanted-
you. Yeah, it's the last Pitbull. Are you ready?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Oh wait, I fucked up. There's two more. Let's just do them.
Hell yeah.
Ready?
Yes.
I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice, ha. Y'all call it a moment. I call it.
My life.
Locking it in?
Yeah.
Anybody else? Life. Very close, very close.
I'm going to count that as a win, though.
Okay. And lastly,
See, I can't think about it.
Yeah, lastly-
Pitbull's all about, like,
he's not about the thought, he's about the
yeah. He's Dale, yeah.
dale. Meet and Greece, night to meet you. But time is money, only difference is
Hold on, did he say meat and grease?
meet and greet,
Okay.
nice to meet you. But time is money, only difference is
Only different. God, I don't know. Okay, give me again. I need to like I need to pounce
meet and
right on
greet,
it.
nice to meet you. But time is money, only difference is
Something about like having the money.
okay.
Am I close?
I
Is it money adjacent?
should I give you a clue?
Give me a clue.
You're so close.
Time is money, but is the lead in?
Time is money, only difference is
I don't know. You ain't got none.
time or money. What do you?
Hey, Pitbull
Okay.
is a dangerous man.
Does any what?
Okay. Okay.
Meet and greet, nice to meet you. But time is money. Only difference is I own it. He's got money. You were right.
What? I mean, that Pitbull. I don't say this often.
Hey, be real fucking careful what you say right now.
Not his best work. But when you look at the body of his work,
Yeah, most things are worse than perfection. So
right? I think he just a short misstep.
That's
Here,
fair.
a stumble. And I
think
bet the
it's-
next line is him somersaulting Willy Wonka style and full sprinting.
yes, probably. It's time for Tinders.
Okay.
For those that don't know, we find Tinder profiles online or from our lovely people here, and we rate and review them for red flags. And we're about to do that right here, right now. I'm going to hit you with a person whose name is blank.
So the way we do this is
Oh, true.
Now we'll read out a profile, then we'll throw it to you. For a while we were doing a yay and nay situation, but I think we're just gonna go with if it's a red flag, you're gonna boo. Right? I think that's the way to go. and then we will talk about it afterwards.
So no yay if they like it?
Okay, sure. We'll yay and nay it.
So this is exact...
I'm easy. Whatever. Let's go.
So just hit us with your reaction after this. Been told I look like a combo of Chris Evans and Ryan Reynolds, but you can be the judge of that. Extremely dominant, aggressive / kinky in bed, but would also like to have a bit of a connection outside the bedroom, as those are the best types.
Hold on. Let me see this guy before I make a... Okay.
He's not bad looking.
I mean, I can see the comparisons, sure.
People are changing their mind.
Those who are yays, those who are nays. Okay, not a big fan of it.
You can't just put your hand up for nay because this isn't audio media. He does have a six-pack. Does that change anyone's mind?
Does that sway anyone? No. I feel like this is upsetting people more than it's helping his cause.
And I appreciate. I agree. Like,
for me, you know what my red flag is? It's the extremely dominant / aggressive. That, I think, is the... Also, in my experience, again, we've talked about it before, I feel like anytime anyone says they're kinky on an online dating profile, that just means that, like, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it's like, what's a safe word? Oh, you want to have safety conversations? No.
If you're actually kinky, you're probably on a kink app, or you know how to bring it up better.
Yes, or you realize that, like, there's a time and a place, and it's not your first meeting.
Yeah. Also, it's like, we don't advocate for people to be like, I am hot. Or I look like if you look like Chris Reynolds or Chris Evans,
Reynolds, that is when they merge into their final form.
Yeah, I forgot that's when they
do their fusion dance.
If you look like those two people, it's not on you to say, and you don't need to say it.
Yes,
I mean, get rid of it. Who fucking cares? You can be the judge of that. Yeah, that's the point, dude. You included pictures.
That's why we have eyes. Unfortunately, not everyone can see your face.
Yeah.
So just.
I'm going to give it a 3.5.
I'm going to give it a 1 because I
Whoa.
know this dude has one move, and it is jackhammering for 30 seconds.
These are some prompts. Me, I'm a grown-up, also me, rewatching Avatar The Last Airbender for the nth time. The hottest thing you can do is sending me to therapy. My hidden talent is being dead inside. Response?
Okay, yay? Any yays? Any nays? Yeah, okay. Yes.
People hate Avatar The Last Airbender.
They can't stand it. That's absolutely what the problem is in this profile. Who watches cartoons? Come on.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. We've talked about it a lot on the show. We're all dealing with shit, and that's fine. We're all working on ourselves. No one's perfect. The world's bad. So I understand not feeling the best all the time. If you go to therapy, that's great. If you don't feel the best all the time, also okay.
Nothing wrong with therapy, but what? Like, why are you wanting people to send you to therapy?
Yeah,
that's weird.
That's not my job.
No.
And also, I don't want them. Like, I get a snapshot of you on a dating profile, and I don't want that snapshot to be like 2/3 your mental illness.
That's fair.
Right? I think I feel like that's a little... It paints a very bad picture of you and a very skewed picture of you. And for me, I'm like, you sound like you still need a lot of work to do, and it guess is coming out of my pocket?
Yeah, that's the weirdest part. I wonder, is this a weird play on the hottest thing you can do is go to therapy? Like,
Right.
Are they trying to be funny and just missing it entirely? Either way, red flag.
Yeah, still not a great joke.
Hidden talent, being dead inside. Like, cool, I guess? Like, great. Why would I want to fucking date you?
Yes.
It's going to be a 2 for me.
Yeah.
We got another one. This is a prompt. I go crazy for men who treat me like shit. Like an object. Not even a person. Just a thing.
Again.
We need the response first.
Sorry. Any yays?
If you yay, we will put you on a list.
Any nays?
You're kind of half-hearted, Booze. I don't know.
Again, I'm not here to yuck anyone's yums, right? If you're into degradation play, that's fine.
But again, time, place, and like language.
And yes, like you're on an app where I imagine there are a number of men who don't know how to do this in a fun or safe way.
Yes.
And who will take you at face value,
Which is dangerous.
which is bad.
Yeah. If indeed that's what she's into.
Yes.
It might just be fully toxic.
Yeah.
At best, it's a bad way to approach your kink. At worst, you really need therapy. Mm-hmm. One?
One. I
One?
think that's a one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a one for me.
This one is blank. My name is blank. I am a serial woman beater. Stay away from me. Don't want to destroy anyone else's life. Cannot hold a job. Don't have my kids either because of my issues. Looking for, still figuring it out.
That's what I was really excited to. He's
He is open to exploring.
open to exploring. He's got an open mind. Obviously terrible. I don't even need to turn it to the audience because this is bad and I hate it. It's again, it's one of those things where it's like, do you think this is funny? Because you're a fucking asshole.
I don't understand.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is someone has hacked it, and a jilted lover has gotten a hold of this, and
Or like this dumb asshole has finally like read something. It's like, wait, reverse psychology? Okay.
yeah. Either way, it's terrible, and honestly, hopefully, anyone who comes across that organically is reporting it.
I hope so.
That's going to bring it to the end of the show.
That
We
is.
want to do a couple things before we finish up. First, we want to thank you guys for coming out. It means a lot to us. We switched
guys are
our day.
amazing.
We used to do Thursdays. Now we're on Tuesdays, and you guys still showed up, and that's pretty
That's fucking
kick-ass.
rad, yeah.
Second, we want to thank Mel for her incredible bartending work, taking care of us tonight. She's amazing, and we wouldn't be funny without her.
Yeah, it's true.
And I think that's it.
Yeah.
we-
We're a podcast. We
yeah.
do this every Monday. Please give us a listen if you don't already, and if you do, I don't know, download us twice or something.
Yeah, force a friend to do it. Or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah. Force a friend to download us twice.
Yeah.
But we do these shows every month, and we love all of you. So thank you. And now it's time for bad sex writing.
No, we didn't play it, but we do have to thank our
Oh
theme
yeah,
song.
thank you to Josh Eagle and the Harvest Cities for their song Paper Stars. I promise I never forget to thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Hit me with some bad sex writing.
You'll remember 20 minutes ago I said a thing. The mattress stirred. He heard the strike of her match, felt the heat, and the tidal pull of her lips. She was naked. And the urgency of smoking did not disturb her breasts, which were hard and still like turtles.
My name is Dain Miller,
And I'm Niall Spain.
and we've been your fuck buddies.